What's poppin' YouTube, man? It's your boy Yak, and I'm back with another reaction video, man. Welcome to NBA Talk 101. We got Paul George tells the Pacers he will leave team after next season. In my comments, please tell me how y'all feel about this. Basically, how I feel about this is I think he's telling them this for the simple fact saying, if y'all don't trade me this year and get something for me, I'm gonna leave and y'all gonna be getting nothing from me. You basically feel what I'm saying? This is like basically he like using reverse psychology. You feel me? Like I'm leaving. You feel me? I'm going next season, and they don't automatically they go think like, damn, he gonna leave next season. We not gonna have no promising future. You feel me? They don't got no draft picks. They don't got nobody to really trade for. You feel me? They don't. If Paul George leaves, basically Indiana's nobody's coming to play for Indiana. You feel me? Nobody. So he basically saying I'm going to leave next season. If he leaves next season, there's getting nothing for him. But if you trade him in the off season, this off season, you're going to get something for him. So basically, we about to listen and see what's going on. I didn't hear none of this. Shout out to my subscriber that sent this to me in my DMs. Follow me on all my social media. Let's get it.
You said the Pacers are now in an impossible spot. Tell me why.
Well, because, first of all, trading him to the Lakers is a non-starter because you're going to get dimes on the dollar because the Lakers are not going to pay big bucks or pay up in terms of draft choices to get a guy who they know is going to be there next year or the year after next year, I should say. Now, the rental market is really the only way they can go, and how many teams really want Paul George for 1 year? I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are really just about the only team out there who would have any interest.
And they gonna have to give up Kevin Love, Amon Shumpert, and they gonna either give up Kyle Korver or J.R. Smith. I think they'll give up Kyle Korver though. So that's Kevin Love, Kyle Korver, Amon Shumpert, Derek Williams, the small forward with the dreads. Basically, Kevin Love is what Harrison Barnes was for the Clippers the year the Cavs won. The year Harrison Barnes ain't make a shot that whole finals is exactly what Kevin Love did to the Cavaliers this past finals. That's a fact.
And taking a look at Paul George for 1 season before he moves on to the Los Angeles Lakers.
Indeed, our Dave McMenamin essentially confirmed, as I mentioned, that they're going to take a look and that rental term player comes up once again. So we'll see what ends up happening. We've seen guys like Melo move on. We've seen guys like Wade move on and the effect it has had on the team subsequently. We'll see what happens with the Pacers. Before I let you go, just the general reaction in Indianapolis to this news is what?
Anger. And I don't blame fans. I think, look, Paul George we all knew what was going to happen, is what I'm trying to say.
That's a fact.
We all knew this was going to happen, but I think people here feel like they're left high and dry. The timing is terrible, just 4 days before the draft, and I think this is going to set the Pacers back for several years to come.
Alright, see how I feel about that? Y'all gotta think, like, Paul George wasn't a draft pick star, you feel me? I don't feel like he really owed the Pacers nothing, you feel me? He basically developed when Danny Granger got injured. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Danny Granger was the Pacers' big star. You know what I'm saying? Number 33, shot the crazy threes. You feel me? He was a little bit athletic, a little bit good off the dribble. He was a nice small forward. You feel me? He was like a Rudy Gay. You feel me? Danny Granger. I'm sure some of y'all remember him. He got injured. Paul George arrived. You feel me? Basically, I feel like they're gonna have to trade him this season or get nothing for him. They're not, because the Lakers aren't giving up. They 2 picks for him in the first round. Nobody's the Boston. Will Boston give up their pick for Paul George? I heard Boston was trying to get Gordon Hayward. That'd be a solid pick, but I think Paul George will take him a little bit more over the top. I don't think Boston would give up their draft pick for Paul George, especially if they got the plans on getting Gordon Hayward without giving up their draft pick. As long as they keep Marcus Smart and Avery Bradley, Al Horford, and of course Isaiah Thomas, they'd be good. You feel me? Olenek, he can go. Yeah, let me know how y'all feel about Paul George. Basically saying I'm not staying here. He took him to the Eastern Conference Finals 1 year, I think. After that, he got hurt, and he ain't really been making no moves. You feel me? They got Lance Stevenson back. He ain't do much. Jeff Teague, he doesn't. I'm not sold on Jeff Teague. I don't like Jeff Teague. Yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think. This been NBA Talk 101, man. Your boy Yacht. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all my shit, man. Link to the original video will be down in the description, man. I'll see you on my next reaction video.